God, do you hear that? Haley fart.
Oh.
FF6 felt like this big sprawling world. Welcome to No One Can Know About This, a podcast where we play every Final Fantasy. I'm Jeff Ekman.
And I'm Ryan Kazmiski.
And here we go, Season 4, Episode 4.
4-4.
4-4. World 4-4.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's kind of where my head was at, I think. I was like, two numbers with a dash between them.
Yes.
Where did this come from?
Somewhere in video games.
It's not a date.
Before we get going on the episode,
I think it's time to check in for some perspective from Daniel K.
Yeah, let's get the weather report, right? Mm-hmm. Let's throw to our friend Daniel K, who's doing his own audio-only Let's Plays. I strongly recommend that you guys go listen to his audio-only Let's Plays, Daniel K's Let's Plays. And right now we're going to get a weather report from him, so take it away, Dan.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yes, indeed. It's time for another live weather update for all you good folks in listener land who want to know what's currently occurring meteorologically above all of our heads out there in the outside world. So yeah, I'm here with new current weather observations, so you can like plan out the rest of your day, or maybe you just want to stay informed. Either way, yeah, let's get into it, shall we? Alright, so anyone who's stuck their heads outside in the last couple of hours, you'll all know that it is a goddamn beautiful day out there. Our current temperature is 26.9 degrees Celsius, and that's expected to climb to a top of 29 later this afternoon. Our relative humidity is at 32%. And what with the skies being so clear and summery today, it might be feeling a little bit on the hot, dry side for some of you. But, as you've all probably noticed, we've been getting a real cool, refreshing 24k an hour breeze blowing in from the north with gusts of up to 21 knots. So all in all, it is an absolutely perfect day to be outside. Yeah, get the family together, spend some time in a park, go out for a walk, whatever. It'll be a real crime to waste such a pleasant day. I think that's about it. I've received an update about that weird dark cloud that popped up over the hills in the north earlier today. It's not a rain cloud at all. Some people were saying it's a rain cloud. No, it's just a massive colony of golden silk orb weavers that have been sucked up into the troposphere by a thermal draft. Orb weavers, also called Nephilah, or the giant wood spiders, or in some places banana spiders. They're pretty heavy little things with quite a fat abdomen, supported by long, sharp, kind of almost like bone-like legs, if you've ever seen them before. So they're expected to come down out of the sky naturally just in like a light rain later this afternoon. Those of you who'll be out and about in the sunshine today, don't worry. Thanks to the handy square cube law, the majority of the spiders are expected to survive the fall, so the ones that land on you, simply slap them off onto the ground. Those of us with long hair, it might be an idea to wear a hat or take an umbrella with you out for the rest of the day. But apart from that, yeah, it's been a beautiful day, and go outside and enjoy yourselves, everyone. Thank you very much. This has been another Daniel K's live weather update, and back to you in the studio, Jeff and Ryan.
Meteorology, we love you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, thanks. Sounds like it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a gorgeous day, and don't worry about the spiders. They will survive the fall.
And yeah, they're going to cut down on other pesky bugs, too.
With that, let's get going on the episode. Last week, where we left off, we blew up the pillar and escaped.
Well, we didn't blow it up. Yeah, we survived the explosion.
Yep.
Tarzaned back into Eris's old hood.
Mm-hmm. And we're on our way to Eris's house?
Yeah, well, like, since the plate blew up and Eris had been kidnapped, we were like, well, our only real lead is Eris's house, which maybe Marlene is there, too, is what we're thinking. So
right.
It's kind of like the only place we can think to go.
But Eris has been taken away by...
Sang
the Turk.
Yeah.
So let's pick up where we left off.
Cloud City has a question about the ancients.
Okay. This is for Tifa and Bear.
Yeah.
And it's going to go to a flashback to answer it. Is this a flashback that we're going to?
No, well, sort of, I think. So Cloud, as soon as he goes, it's about the ancients. I think he's remembering a thing that Sephiroth said to him in a thing that he hasn't remembered yet about the ancients.
Yeah, he's like got the deja vu feeling about a memory.
Exactly right. I think this is supposed to be him going like, I feel like I heard something about that before.
And it's something about in my veins courses the blood of the ancients. In my vein courses the blood of the ancients. I am one of the rightful heirs to this planet. Is Cloud talking?
I think this is like, whenever it does this, no one's talking, like, in the time. He's maybe remembering something. It's unclear.
It's just a disembodied voice that we're hearing, is what you're saying. Sephiroth?
Did you have a question, buddy?
Are you alright? Pull it together, man.
Huh. He didn't have a question.
I have a question about the ancients, and then he remembered, I guess, Sephiroth saying, I have ancient blood in my veins.
I think that's correct.
Yeah, it's one of those things where if somebody says like, "Oh my God, holy shit," and everybody around you is like, "What is it? What's going on?" He's like, nothing." And then everybody else like doesn't pry.
Yeah, no, he's like the guy at the party who doesn't want to talk about anything except for the one thing that he won't talk to you about. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like he wants you to.
He wants you to ask him about
jump
it.
through hoops so that he can tell you about his like dark secret or some shit.
Which I know at some point later this season, I pull that move on you, but with like a comedy bit where I'm too embarrassed to tell the bit, and you're like, and I force you to get it out of me.
Yeah, he gets a lot of troubling headaches.
Like Harry Potter.
Don't worry, he's fine, because he's fine.
He's fine. He's Cloud. He doesn't need any help. He's Cloud. Going back to that sick kid?
No, we just had to... I forget where we were going.
It was one of those cave points.
Cave points?
You know, because
Oh, it's the sea. Do.
Yeah, over here it's beautiful, and there's a waterfall, and right over there it's Junkyard
Yeah.
City. So we make it back to Eris's house.
It's about Eris, isn't it? Sorry, the Shinra have her. Why they keep these Shinra is a weird way.
Yeah, you don't say something like, the Apple released a new iPhone today.
I know, it's almost like they're talking about people who work at Shinra, like, you know how they call the ancients, like
Right.
a people? It's
Yeah,
like people
exactly.
who work at Shinra are the Shinra.
Right.
As though it's like the Cherokee or some...
Well, I know in Britain they call companies like, they do it like pluralized, where they'll be like, Apple are doing this. Like the company is a group of people, and so they phrase it that way.
What?
Yeah, this is what's going on.
Oh,
over
when you
there.
said that, it was like if I had fur and someone just ran their hand in the wrong direction up my back.
Right?
Apple are
putting out a new phone this
I have
week.
heard. I've.
You
now
only
that
hear
I
it with
think it in
people
my
with
head, I can
accents.
hear a British person saying it,
Right?
and it sounds totally normal.
It's totally, yeah.
But hearing you say
hearing
it right
me
now,
say
I'm like,
it, it's
shut
like-
the fuck up, Jeff. That's not what it is. Don't talk to me like that.
So the Shinra,
They were here?
see, she should have come with us.
She did.
Well, you don't, wait,
Then she came back to here. She probably brought Marlene here. That's what Eris wanted.
she wanted to be caught?
Why is Shinra after Eris?
Eris is an ancient, the sole survivor.
What the
Just to be clear here, Eris is an ancient. She's not ancient. Really? What did you say? But aren't you her mother? Not her real mother. Oh, it must have been 15 years ago. During the war, my husband was sent to the front. Some faraway place called Wutai.
One day I went to the station because I got a letter saying he was coming home on leave.
So we go to a flashback at the train station where a lot of people are coming home and being reunited with loved ones.
Everybody's spinning each other around.
Eris's mom is like waiting for her husband.
But all I got was sadness. Sadness came home on leave.
During the happy times where things were still terrible.
Yeah, where the street lamps were swingable. And also we swung each other around. Yeah, while Train Man watches in the background.
Now we can understand why Train Man is so unaffected by things. He really has seen a lot of shit.
Yeah, these people are taking turns picking each other up and spinning each other around like, it's so great to see you. What the f- My turn now, my turn. I'm an old fat man, but my wife must pick me up and spin me.
That's all. No more happy memories waiting inside.
Yeah. Nothing in there but sadness.
My husband never came back. Wonder if something happened to him.
Something happened to him.
One thing I'm liking about watching over this game is it's like a really elaborate play. Like,
Yeah.
they just keep pulling this train set out whenever they can use it. You know, like this is not the last time we come to this fucking train station.
Nope.
No, I'm sure his leave was just canceled.
Oh, yeah.
I went to the station every day.
Oh, my God.
Then one day... Oh man, this is awful.
Did he send another letter saying my leave was canceled?
I got a letter into someone else's handwriting saying it was him.
Yeah.
So she's been coming and going every day from the train station, just, totally destroying the train man's emotional connection to the world.
By watching this
By
woman's
watching
sadness.
her just, suffer. One day she shows up, and there's, a dying hippie on the stairs with a little girl.
Her last words were, "Please take Eris somewhere safe." My husband never came back. I had no child. I was probably lonely. So I decided to take her home with me. Eris and I became very close quickly. That child loved to talk. She used to talk to me about everything. She told me she escaped from some kind of research laboratory somewhere, and that her mother had already returned to the planet, so she wasn't lonely, and many other things.
Okay.
I just want to say that in this game, return to the planet is a euphemism for death.
Yeah, it's way more than a euphemism. It's like a euphemism for a literal thing that happens when
Yeah,
you
they
die.
return to the planet, but their spirit energy, we'll get into that later.
I feel like if this game were made in America, this tone of this would be very different. It'd be like, and that's when my child started acting different. And
Like
the
it's
parent
an
is
Omen thing?
so disturbed. Like, this child is not the same as the others. But no, it's just like, and anyway, she's just says a bunch of insane shit all the time, but she was cute.
Yeah.
I didn't know what she meant. I asked if she meant a star in the sky. Wait, what the why would that make more sense? But she said it was this planet. She was a mysterious child in many ways.
Mom. Is she upstairs?
No, it's the memories.
Oh, right. Yeah, a memory of Eris when she was slightly younger than she is now walks down the stairs.
Please don't cry. Eris just blurted that out all of a sudden when I asked her if something happened. Someone dear to you has just died. His spirit was coming to see you, but he already returned to the planet.
Wait, return to the planet being...
At that time, I didn't believe her.
That mean we're in the afterlife and he returned to life?
Yeah, like you died. You go, like her mother died. She's
And then
already back
you
with
return to the earth.
Yeah.
Like you've gone from dust to dust.
Yeah.
I thought it's and then you came back home.
Well, that's before that. She said her mother already returned to the earth, so she
Right.
wasn't lonely.
Return to the planet.
Or the planet.
I've never... planet meaning the ground, the earth. It took me a little bit to understand.
I mean, it might mean more than that in this sense. She's
Yeah,
an
but-
ancient with magic thoughts. She knows that her new
I just
mother's
didn't know that she
husband's
meant
soul
the
is,
ethereal... Yeah.
I think she does mean the ethereal.
Yeah, I know. I
Yeah.
just didn't realize that...
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Got it.
Now I get it.
Several days later, we received a notice saying my husband died. A lot
She was-
had happened, but we were happy until one day.
She was weirdly aware of when deaths were happening in the war. She was kind of like Owen Meany.
Seng showed up.
Seng's the bad guy.
I assume so.
Yeah, well, Seng is the guy who was on the helicopter.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Eris.
yeah. And he says, we want you to return Eris to us. We've been searching for her for a long time. No, never. Eris, you're a very special child. You are of special blood. Your real mother was a, quote, ancient. The ancients will lead us to a land of supreme happiness. Eris will be able to bring happiness to all those in the slums. That is why Shinra would like Eris's cooperation.
So this kidnapping thing where the Turks are going to kidnap Eris was started off with them being we request your cooperation.
Yeah, and it's not like they're showing up when Eris is the age we know her at. It's not like this started recently.
And I don't think this is right after she came to her quote-unquote mom, her honorary mom.
This has been going on for long enough.
Right.
And this attempt is so weak that, yeah, I guess the Turks just show up once in a while. We're so have you thought about letting us kidnap you? 'Cause
Yeah.
Shinra really wants us to.
I'm not an ancient. I'm not. But Eris, surely you hear voices sometimes when you're all alone.
Oh, yeah, she was doing that.
No, I don't. I don't hear voices. Don't take me away to some weird corporation. But I knew about her mysterious powers. She tried so hard to hide it, so I acted as though I never noticed. It's amazing how she's avoided... Yeah, it is amazing.
The Shinra
They
for
knew
all
where
these
she
years.
was?
Yeah. Like, they came to her house
Is it
and
like
talked to
they've
her and her mom, and
Like
she was
they've
like,
had a
no.
soft objective of getting her back, like now and then they go like, go lean on her again.
Yeah. Like, it's like a corporation trying to buy up somebody's home, like that level of pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, they seem like a company that's how they behave, right?
Well, no. Well,
They don't.
She runs out the front door, and then 18 years pass?
Well, here's her
15 years
explanation.
back.
The Shinra needed her, so I guess they wouldn't harm her.
Right, because you got to remember, Shinra wasn't always like an authoritarian superpower. They
Right.
started out like making cars, and then as a power company. They're like Nintendo. They've done all
They
kinds
started
of
as a
shit.
card-playing company, and then they had to make a pivot to authoritarian fascist
so I'm
dictatorship.
sure once they realized that their aspirations for that, they were like, well, we have to tactfully do this. We can't just all of a sudden
All right, get the PR team on how we get from A to B. B being fascism. They would capture her, come in with stun guns or something.
Why now? Because the story demands it, Tifa.
Yeah, Tifa, don't you know that you're
She
in a
brought a
Final
little
Fantasy
girl
game?
here with her. On the way here, Seng found them. She probably couldn't get away fast enough. She's decided to go to the Shinra and exchange the little girl's safety.
Must be Marlene.
Marlene! Eris was caught because of Marlene. You're in big trouble, young lady. I'm sorry, Marlene's my daughter. I'm really sorry.
You're her father? How in the world could you ever leave a child alone like that? I had to go bomb a fucking reactor. I'm a terrorist.
Please don't start with that.
I'm a father terrorist.
I think about it all the time. What would happen if Marlene, if I...
But you gotta understand something. I don't got an answer. I wanna be with Marlene, but I gotta fight.
My hand
My
is
work-life
open.
balance is totally out of control.
Cause if I don't, the planet's gonna die.
Well, that is, I bet climate scientists are like, son, I don't have time to be your father right now, because your children will not survive.
Any children of climate scientists out there, there's some hotlines you can call.
Yeah, we feel for you. Your dads are busy.
So I'm gonna keep on fighting. But I'm worried about Marlene. I really just wanna be with her.
See, I'm just going in circles now.
I think I understand what you're saying. She's upstairs asleep. Why don't you go and see her?
Yeah, if I were him, I would have done that immediately. I wouldn't have spent any time down here. I would have rushed up her there, hugged her, and then come back down and been like, okay, so what's the deal? You're her mom and... Well, Jeff, I guess you're just a different kind of father than Barrett would be.
Yeah, Jeff, I think you'd make a much better father than Barrett or some climate scientist.
Sigh.
It's my fault. I was the one who got Eris involved in this. Don't blame yourself. Don't say that. Eris doesn't think that. But we all do.
And yeah, also it sounds like she was involved way earlier.
I'm so glad that you're all right.
Daddy, don't cry, your whiskers hurt. Cloud, you gonna help Eris, right? She's done so much for me. If it's the Shinra you're dealing with, I just can't sit here. I'm coming too.
He's gonna leave his daughter again.
Eris was asking me lots of questions. Like what kind of person Cloud is. I bet she likes you, Cloud. Let's hope so. Or what do we want to...
What kind of a response is I don't know? I guess that's just a deflection. I mean, it'd be more tragic if we were in love with the girl who's gonna die.
You know, I don't think our decisions in any of these dialogue things matter.
Yeah, I think it's like we can have you feel more involved in the story by having you make choices about what gets said.
Or it could be some cruel and confusing assimilation of real life where you can never know the consequences of your actions. It seems like they're doing nothing. But in fact...
But they might be.
You're going after Eris, right? You're darn tootin' I am.
Fucking better believe it.
I'm coming with you.
I believe
and so
that
is
too.
Barris. We're going right into Shinra headquarters. You gotta prepare for the worst. Sorry, but can you take care of Marlene a little bit longer?
I'm gonna go risk my life and therefore her future happiness.
She's like, yes, I don't mind.
This place is dangerous now.
You better go somewhere else.
You're right, but promise me that you'll come back to her. Don't get yourself killed.
Yep, we all promise.
We all agree. We all look at each other and
Not
nod.
planning to die today?
No, let's
Okay.
not die. All right, that's the plan. Finally, a clear goal and direction for the story.
Yeah, back to Wall Market.
Well, let's just go to Wall Market. We might be able to find something there.
We're going to Walmart.
Seriously. Yeah.
We're going to Best Purchase.
I mean, it could be a reference. It could also just be...
Greatest Buy.
It's the market by the wall, you know?
Oh, yeah. Do you think there's a market in Jerusalem by the Wailing Wall called Wall Market?
I don't know. There could be.
I've been there, but I was 13 and didn't appreciate
Ooh,
almost
okay.
anything about it. Hey, now's probably a good time to drop in old audio and video of the guide that we had in Israel hating me for being 13 years old and not caring. Man, this is going to be embarrassing for me.
I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to put my home movies from when I was a kid on the line, but if you're
Well,
willing to.
I am, and there's more where this comes from, believe me. But when I was like 13 years old, my family took a trip to France, Switzerland, and Israel. It was like this ridiculous thing. And when we got to the Israel part of the trip, well, in France, my mom was like, God, why won't this 13-year-old idiot pay attention to the beauty of Versailles?
What's number 10?
On the thing. Just listen to number 10, okay? Put it on your thing. Stop that.
Scopebot.
Just listen to it.
Working on
Put
it.
that down.
Here's the river.
What's the name of the river, Jeff?
What are you talking about?
You don't know the name of the river?
You know I know the name of the river.
What is it?
I want to see if you know the name
I
of the
want to see
river.
if you know it.
Well, you know that I know it, so why don't
Okay,
you
you tell me that.
No, I want to see if you know it. I don't think you know
Jeff,
it. That's why you're asking me.
I know you don't know it. That's because you haven't been listening.
I've been listening.
What's the name of the river, Jeff?
And then we went to Israel, and the guide that we had in Israel was like so upset with this little shit who wouldn't listen and wasn't paying attention and was like all over the place. And he's like, "Are you listening? Are you with me?"
No spring, no rain almost.
Can I throw this?
You want to kill somebody?
I don't think it's
There's
a good
no one
idea.
down there.
There's no Roman soldiers today here.
Well, is there anyone?
Well, try to kill a Roman soldier.
Can I?
Can you?
Try to throw it on the Roman camp, which is over there, the big
But,
square.
maybe no, because maybe some people are walking down to the palace and maybe you
Yeah, I like
miss
that
the
idea.
camp. I don't want to kill anyone. Are you with me? Yeah. I'm not going to repeat it 10 times. This was layers. Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
He's just taping.
The first 5 layers of the wall above the floor, only the first 5 are the original from the time of King Herod.
I mean, children can't appreciate beauty, and certainly not like cultural beauty.
No. Anyway, I'm not sure if there's a market by the Wailing Wall.
God, Jeff, I mean, what was the whole point? You don't even know you were there.
I looked over the footage and cut around that.
Well, the materia also, like something we haven't gotten to, is like as you use it, this lightning, for instance, upgrades.
With the stars.
So like this is, yeah. So like
Okay.
this is ice and it becomes ice 2 and then it also gets ice 3.
Oh, we don't separately get ice 3 or 2.
No, it's all on that materia. So as you fight
Cool.
with that materia, it upgrades. And you can put that on anybody and they'll have all the spells.
And right now it has that many AP, that much AP to the next level, and that I see the ability list.
Yeah, so we're kind of getting into the details of how materia works, which is, as I'm explaining, an ice materia, it levels up just like a character.
Yeah, it seems cool to me at the time.
It is cool.
And it is cool to me now. It's just there's
until they use it as a club to beat you to death with. But until
exactly
then, it's
it.
cool.
I'm like, oh yeah, that weapon is cool. that like severely wounded me
Yeah,
and put
it's
me in
like
the
I
hospital.
do like playing baseball, but I do not like getting hit with a baseball bat, you know?
Okay, ice 2 and 3. What's the 4th star?
Not sure.
You know what I mean?
I don't remember at all.
The 4th star births a new materia for you to go level up.
Right, so hypothetically, you could just be like trying to just like birth as many materia as possible, you know? You could be like, you know what, I want 4 of the best materia. I only have 1, I'm just gonna keep grinding until I have 4 of them.
If you want to grind,
If you want to do that.
grinds are available. Right, and attack materia lowers your magic ability, and magic materia lowers your attack ability.
Honestly, that part of strategizing is nothing I ever got into at all. So I don't
Well,
know.
get ready to get into every part of strategizing. Yeah, we have so much game ahead of us. It's like insane how much game. Like we're in the opening area, really.
Yeah, we've been on the same, 10 screens the whole game.
Wait, so now that I know about this, what was that line in the second episode of our show? We had that quote about that guy who got to level 99 before leaving the Sector 1 reactor area. Mm-hmm. Was that before blowing up the reactor?
Yeah, that's the Sector 1 reactor.
Bro!
That beginning part, yeah.
For those of you that don't remember Season 1, Episode 2 of our show, we were quoting this guy, Circle Master, who got to level 99 before the level 1 reactor explosion. Now that I have the context of how long it takes to level anything, that is a level of mind-blowing that I did not appreciate when I first heard it.
Yeah, I think he says it took him over 500 hours or something.
Oh my
fighting.
God.
I mean, I think you get 10 experience points of fight or something I can't even remember, but
I think we're going to talk about this again before the season is over.
We at some point we watched the video where he gets to level 99, and it made me sick to my stomach thinking about what he did.
Yeah, that was, you got to level 99 in that area before you fight that first boss.
Yeah, you would just walk around, you would just do this as a hobby for many hours every day.
Yeah. Where the fuck was Walmart?
That would suck. I was about to say, why would anybody do that? But the whole point of that thing was, why does anybody do anything?
Yeah, I mean, he was doing it just to do it.
He was doing it despite that other guy who said he was going to do it, and then was like, oh my god, I don't want to do this.
There's no good reason to do it. Certainly not for any enjoyment. And we can go back in here. Shit. Hello?
Hello, anybody home? We go back into Don Corneo's mansion for no reason. Yeah, those stairs are impossible to get on.
Oh shit, this guy is...
Oh. So Koch, one of the Don's lackeys, is tied up in the basement now.
Yeah, and if you help him and untie him, he lets you know that since the Don squealed to you, Shinra has come through and wrecked the place and taken him away.
Right.
You know what? After you left, some Shinra guys forced themselves in here and saying things like, information leaked and good for nothing. They took Don somewhere and that's it. I'm still here.
At what point do we start looking up secrets?
I mean, if you wanted to look up that sick guy
That's
now, I would
kind of
not
what I'm
object to
thinking,
that,
yeah.
because-
Can I help the sick man in the slums? He has the tattoo of a number 2. No, you cannot help him.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, and then I probably shouldn't read anything else.
Yeah, don't.
I really can't believe that guy wasn't a side quest.
If we hadn't looked it up, I feel like it's a thing we would have kept coming back to try to figure out for the entire game.
I would have been like, when we get back to
Midgard.
Midgar, it's all about sick guy.
At a certain point, he's gone, too. We would show up and be like, but where did he go?
We've got to find him. Anyway, we go to that area where we think the word avarice is spray painted on the wall.
Yeah, we go to the wall, which Wall Market is named for.
Is this the wall market of Wall Market?
It's up against the wall. We've got to climb up to the top of
There's
it.
a pipe that we're going to have to climb up out of the slums.
Yeah, this wall is made out of chops.
Chops are our shorthand for bullshit. It comes from something from Final Fantasy XII that we played before starting the podcast, but anytime we mention that something is a chop, it's like a bullshit, stupid thing that you got to deal with that's tedious and sucks. Oh, now there's a thing here? Everyone climbed up this wire. Looks scary. Brr.
So we start climbing the pipe.
Oh, look, no mercy. I thought it was going to say mercy. Up this way to mercy.
And this path that you're supposed to follow up this thing is
insane.
What?
I don't know. Do you want to try to describe this jumbled mess?
Yeah, I do, because I think this is probably the best example of what we've been talking about when we talk about screens where you cannot make heads or tails of where you're supposed to go.
Up above is train tracks that have been ripped up and warped that we're going across pretty high up here.
Yeah, you know when you see concept art for a sci-fi movie or something, and a lot of it is just really cool designs and patterns made out of refuse and stuff?
Right.
And you look at it and go yeah, that's kind of the vibe, and then usually they translate that into something else. Final Fantasy VII, a lot of it really looks just like the concept art that they mapped a path onto.
Yes.
And so you basically are just hitting all the directions, seeing where Cloud can step and where the walls are.
Can you jump onto it? Or go right or something? So with this jumbled mess of metal, you can kind of make out that there's a propeller of an airplane also in with the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And what we realize quickly is that we're going to need to turn on the propeller. We need a battery.
Yeah, and this propeller is connected to other shit. It's like somebody took this half of a jet airplane, like a World War II bomber, and then used it for something else. I don't know.
Maybe if I put a battery in,
That's a plug?
The propeller might work. Why?
There's a
what would
propeller?
that do for us? And where? Yeah, where is the propeller?
What propeller?
Do you think it's this thing that I'm climbing right now? Is that?
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah.
That's
like a jet
fusion,
engine,
yeah.
and then the battery is attached to this pipe. Right, because this whole city was made out of junk.
Well, the bottom is just they keep as junk gets done. They just keep piling it under, you know.
Right.
It's like New York City.
And this jet engine, it's just like New York City. Where are we gonna get a battery?
I don't fucking know.
Are any of these glowing lights a battery? Walmart probably has batteries. I do hope that we go to another city and it's K Market or Mom and Pop Market. We're being put out of business by Walmart. So we climb back down the pole and start walking around Walmart again, where we start aimlessly looking for batteries. We don't know what store just yet.
It's like you're looking around going like, what aisle is the... And then they just like, they don't look at you. And you know they heard you, but they just walk by and they take a left and they're gone.
I repaired the battery. I didn't know that it was broken.
He's like, why do I need a battery to climb up? He's like, you'll find out when you get there. Alright, I'll take them.
Receive the batteries. They like AA's.
So the guy in the weapon shop not only has the battery we need, but he's like, oh, if you're going to climb up there, you're going to need this battery. Is he just going and getting it back, knowing that anyone who wants to climb it is going to need it?
Like some kind of like, if you know that there's a bridge that's broken, or
Right.
like, but like you need like some boards to get across
yeah,
it.
let's say
you're like,
that it's like a drawbridge,
Right.
and there's like a gear you can take out,
Right.
and it won't turn.
and he's like, oh, you need that gear, huh?
Yeah.
Well, $5,000.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty shrewd business he's got set up.
Lithium ion?
Big brick. Probably Mako. Probably Mako.
Probably made of Mako.
One more time with a battery. It might work if I put a battery in it. Guess I'll have to believe the shopkeeper.
Oh. Yep. Okay, there it goes. It's rotating. It's firing up. This seems super dangerous to be
The
standing
wall
where you
flies
are.
into the air.
Yeah, like the whole fucking thing lifts up. It's just gonna turn on enough that one of the three propellers is broken, and it's gonna like leave a space for you to walk through. Oh, now you can go when the one propeller.
I think it's just gonna stop so that we can walk to a place.
You can. Oh, all right. I thought it was you had to time it or something. What? Oh, that's a
I'm
ladder.
pressing
now.
down to climb this ladder.
Need a battery here too. Oh, that's why you said batteries. Oh
you see how that
God!
works?
What the hell? Yeah, we climbed up one of those. What do you call those gates? That's like at a parking installation where they like raise the one bar. Do those have a name?
I know that they do. I the arm or whatever.
The arm
lifts
that
after you pay.
Yeah, it's we climb up one of those.
Yeah, it lifts up and we walk on it like a bridge to the next place.
That means that at one point this. Yeah, okay, because it's a train, so of course it would have the thing for cars to not cross it. Should make it if I jump before it comes too close. Use the OK button to jump. Gotta jump on the swinging bar. I think this is the first stupid thing that we fully got stuck on. There's a swinging bar, and you're supposed to jump on it when it's closest to you, and we just can't get it in our heads when to jump.
Well, because these instructions say I should make it if I jump before it comes too close, which is the opposite of how you literally jump when it's the closest to you.
That's the only way to do it.
That's the way it works.
So we spent a while on this. Oh, you jumped too late.
Yeah, I have a feeling really shitty timing mini games like this one are gonna be jump too soon.
Yep. I fucked up that squats minigame.
Oh, and there was that one where we all had to press the button at the same time.
Yeah, I think you want to jump when it's like at its bottom, like when it starts swinging towards you, like now. Maybe before, like while it's swinging away.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I meant like as it reaches its furthest point would be when you jump.
Like furthest from me right now?
Like right now would be when you jump.
Oh, interesting.
Now.
I don't know about that.
Or now. Still too soon. Looks like the only way is to jump. He says again. Let me try.
What the fuck?
Didn't get it that time.
Since it goes back and forth, the idea of too soon and too late is really confusing.
It is. What is too soon and too late on a pendulum?
I know. Well,
What a fucking mystical question. What? That was perfect.
No, it wasn't.
What if we get stuck here, cut to 6 days later, can't jump on this fucking bar. What do you want from me? I went through it.
I have no idea. This is stupid music. Da-dum, da-dum. Okay, I'm gonna pay attention so that when we actually get it, I can know when it happened.
What the fuck? Like, I'm trying it at every point. Like, every point in its swing.
It's so unclear where you're supposed to land on it.
That's my biggest problem.
Do you think they want you to grab the very bottom?
There's no reason to make this tricky.
No.
Not that I can think of.
This isn't a tough puzzle.
It should just work no matter where the pendulum is.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Or the top. Why would it matter?
I don't know.
What? Whoa.
Okay, so you're supposed to do it when it's, like, closest to you. We did it.
Yeah, we finally made it. And luckily, once you know how to do it, it's very, very easy.
Yeah, luckily, because we're going to need to do it again. Like, at the absolute closest to you. I guess that makes sense. That would probably be the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, in real life, I guess that's probably what I would do, too.
But we're not in real life. We're in weird graphical land.
More batteries.
Good thing he gave us just the right amount or something. Nice. That was a secret, special, extra battery, huh? It opened up that vent. Yeah, there's like an extra battery you can go off and get like an extra treasure chest type deal.
Yeah, there's always one of those in these situations.
But it also brings you back around to need to jump on the pendulum again.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just ingrained in the design of like, if you want to get the extra thing, they're going to make you backtrack.
Yeah.
But the pendulum was so mean.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yep.
Yeah,
Get ready to jump on the thing again.
Yeah, but I can climb down this one.
Oh. Sure. It says before it comes too close, but they don't mean that.
They mean when it's as close as it can get.
Down that one and up this one. Oh, yeah. So we cut to an epic shot of the Shinra building.
Yeah, we've like come out of the wall and we're basically right at the foot. We're basically at the game's cover. Like we are now standing like at the perspective of like looking up at the giant microphone.
Yeah, where I love what you said about that image where you're like Cloud standing there with his sword going, I'm going to chop that building down. I don't care how long it takes.
Now we're going to go chop it down. And it's quite a bit thing to chop.
Oh, it's quite a chop.
Yeah.
I hope this city gets to like stand up and be a giant robot at some point. Be like, I am Microphone Man.
Hey, it's good of them to put a save point right
Yeah, very nice of them. You want a save point in your parking lot. So we're standing in the plaza. This is a plaza.
Definitely a plaza.
Of the Shinra building, right out front of the entrance, and we're like, what's the plan?
This is the first time I've ever been to headquarters.
Every floor above the 60th is special, and not easy to get to even for employees. Must be where they took Eris.
Wait a second, you're not thinking of just going right through the main entrance, are you?
Well, that would be crazy. I'm gonna kick some Shinra butt.
That's not gonna work. Hey Cloud, what should we do? Let's bust on in, let's sneak in quietly. This might actually change something. I don't know.
Let's sneak in quietly. Yeah, the game gives you two options. Bust in with an axe or go in with a scalpel.
Yeah, and I think, Jeff, you would even say that you're a man of stealth. That's your main mode in a video game.
I want that on my gravestone.
Yeah, it's luckily this choice actually is meaningful. Yeah, Jeff Ekman, man of stealth, just on your gravestone.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, I mean, this is totally pointless. Probably most of the people who see your gravestone are going to be random strangers who have no clue who you are, and they'll go, "Oh, what the fuck does that mean?"
Oh, the stealth guy.
The
I could be
stealth
known
guy?
as that. In death.
That's an aspiration, right?
People show up
And
to...
then when I'm die, I'm going to be the stealth guy.
But it's like among people who are mourning their relatives, like they're like, have you seen that one gravestone that has that weird thing on it?
It's nothing more than a minor conversation among family members every few months or something.
This is going to be a big tower that we have to climb 60 flights of stairs.
All six, I don't think it's
getting
that.
harder magic levels of guys as we go up.
Yeah, they give you that right at the beginning.
Right at the beginning.
You have to beat that.
I hear sarcasm in your voice, Ryan, and yet...
I'm not totally wrong, even in my sarcasm. We are about to just go climb 60 flights of stairs.
Yeah. Want to make it warmer in here?
Well, I was going to start a fire, too.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
We're 8 hours into this game.
It does not feel like it.
No.
It feels like we're in the first hour.
Yeah.
Well, it shouldn't start getting really good for another 5 or 6 hours.
That seems about right, yeah.
We haven't gone anywhere. We're just in, like, Sector 7 trying to get out.
Yeah, we've been in Sector 7, like, most of the game.
If their intention was to communicate to longtime fans the scale of this game compared to the last one, this is pretty successful in my opinion, because Midgar kind of functions narratively the way that like that first Narsh does in Final Fantasy VI, and you're in Narsh for like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
at the beginning
no,
of that
you're.
game.
But we're 8 hours
We're
in.
8 hours in, and we're still like not out of the first town.
And we're not even close. But even that doesn't seem like the inciting incident of the game. Like, it kind of does, but...
No, it's not. I can tell you now, it's not. I don't know what the inciting incident is, but it's not this.
So here we are at the Shinra building.
Yeah, we're about to take shit down.
Some cool abstract art out front. It's like kind of a guy, but really just like a bunch of pipes.
Oh yeah!
The bottom left there.
God, what a touch. What a detail.
That's a really cool
totally
design.
thing you'd see in front of an office building.
Right?
Yeah.
It's the most, like, corporate piece of abstract art, like, city approved by, like, you know that thing in Chicago, that big, like, mirrored marble ball? Like, that's, like, in a weird shape? No?
No.
A lot of people have pictures in front of it. It's, like, a famous
I'm sure
thing.
if I saw it,
You'd
I would
saw
know
it,
what
you'd be
you're
like, oh,
talking
yeah,
about.
that thing. That's, like, a piece of art. So is the secret, quiet way not the main entrance? It's the side entrance over here?
I don't know.
Like, where the valet goes?
Good point. You know, I don't know that I ever did anything but just walk into the main entrance, even if I was like, let's sneak in.
Really? So yeah, I don't go in the main entrance where there would have been like an exciting sequence that would have happened.
Yeah, hypothetically, I think we would have like fought our way in through the ground floor. And I think even because later we come back to the building.
Yeah.
If you go in through the main entrance, you get to like walk through, like Shinra has set up their little, you know, the ground floor of like a corporate office will have like the history of the company,
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
a little mini museum.
Yeah.
Like that's in there. Like there's all kinds of shit in the Shinra building that we just don't see.
Yeah, we bypass all of that and we go to like the service stairs.
Yeah, which is, it's just a stairwell.
It's a stairwell without a single door between floor 1 and floor 60.
It's a pretty frightening idea, actually. You could easily just die in this stairwell. If you, like, broke your ankle halfway up.
Yeah. Oh my God. There's no way to call for help.
You're just yelling in the stairwell.
Yeah, and nobody can hear you from
And nobody's
going to
come in this stairwell, because who the fuck is going to walk 60
Nobody's
floors?
going to walk the 60 floors, and also the way it's set up is like you can't get good cell reception in there. It's a nightmare.
Hopefully there's like one asshole at work who's like, every morning I start my day by taking the stairs. You know, and everyone's like,
fuck that guy. And he's always got so much energy.
He's probably the one dying in there.
Yeah, you're right. Yo. Wait, what? What did he say?
We really gonna take these stairs all the way up?
He's like, talk about out of the way. You don't have time to argue with you. Yo, Tifa, don't go off alone. Oh, God, we are gonna take these fucking stairs. You said there wasn't gonna be this.
But you're not fighting your way right now.
You don't know that.
You're right, I don't know that.
Don't speak too soon. So we climb like 6 or 8 flights of stairs, and then you reach like it's got to load new stairs, and I'm like, all right, well that was it. All right,
that was the whole point of going this way.
That was 60. Oh God, there's more.
Oh man, I wonder if they're gonna make.
Don't know why the hell we gotta climb.
Because we don't want to start a commotion until we've started. Blah blah blah. I doubt that's possible though.
Knock it off. You're giving me the creeps. I mean, this is like a joke on the Magic Tower.
Oh my God, you're right. Like, what if we do a bunch of stairs and we make one of the characters bitch about it while it happens?
Yeah, exactly. This is ridiculous. Are we actually going up 60? Is that what's happening right now?
Oh my fucking God. I think
How
we
much
are.
further do these
This is
stairs go
hilarious.
on?
The other way, realistically, is you gotta take the
Wait,
stairs.
Barrett just said it's not one of them endless stairways, do you think? It's like,
Right.
It couldn't be that. That would only happen in a video game. God, I am getting tired. There's more, dude! Are we there yet? Not yet. There yet? Not yet! Look at this. It's still going. Don't even ask. We're way, way, way far away, okay?
I kind of don't feel like we're playing Final Fantasy. Yeah, like this whole time has felt like something else.
Received elixir. Holy shit! So you've only ever done the action
I
version
don't
of
think
this.
I've walked up these fucking stairs before.
Jesus.
Because I don't think I had the presence of mind to be like, oh, we're not taking the front. I was like, what's the other? There's only one way that looked apparent.
Come on, Barrett, pull it together.
He's got a gun for a hand, Tifa. Give him a break. It's gotta be really heavy.
All I know is I'm just flesh and blood. Except for this arm of mine. Well, yeah. Which is extremely heavy. Oh, do what you want.
Tifa, you're obviously in great shape. You're dressed like you just got back from the gym all the time.
Yeah, you are like... yeah.
And your hands are all taped up and shit. You're just like constantly doing cardio.
Barrett, you go first.
She's walking around making drinks and like punching the air.
Yeah. What, are you ignorant? I didn't mean that. All right.
Yeah, they really stuffed these dolls full of personality this time around.
No room for any cotton. Yo, what floor is this? God, no kidding. Oh my God.
There's not even been a doorway. Like, once you get in this stairwell...
Why do they gotta build these buildings so damn tall? That Shinra, they're just no damn good. Nobody needs a building this tall. This is still happening. This has gotta be it.
Yeah, this looks different.
No, it doesn't. Man, I'm beat.
This is so nuts.
Marlene, Daddy wanted to see your face one more time. Would you stop acting like a retard and climb? Holy shit, Tifa.
Yeah, whoa, Tifa. Whoa. That's a word I have not seen dropped so casually.
Since the 90s.
Hey, it was 1997.
You're right. It was totally fine. I mean, we must have done 60 at this point. Or do we pass, like, is there like 100? Because he
or
said
is it like 1,
at 60.
2, 1?
Wow!
2 of those is 1 floor, right? Like, that's 1.
Right, I think so. But even so, I think we've done 60
2.
of those. But you're gonna count per...
Let's see how many are in a screen.
Yeah, 3,
3,
4. Oh, I think this looks different.
So I think there's
4 or 5.
4 or 5 in a screen.
There were like 6 screens?
So I'm gonna say...
Maybe it is 60. Who the fuck cares?
I love that we're trying to figure it out as though they would make it this tall without making it accurate. Like,
right.
I trust that they counted 60 stairs.
They better have.
Yeah.
Otherwise, jeez. Or no, that would be like 30. Which, if that's the case, then you do double it up and each stair is a floor and it would be 60.
So if there's 5 on each floor, then you should have gone through 12 screens, which could be about right.
Or if we went through 6 screens, it would be that they aren't doubled up.
You carry the 9, and then you add the 3 from the other column, and then you get comedy stairs. Jeff.
Right. Anyway, we're all tired. Never want to see no more stairs the rest of my life.
But think of what there could be besides that, if that's just a stairway.
Is this where the elevator is? So we're on floor 60 of the Shinra building.
I believe so.
Everything above that is going to need a key card.
Yeah, and to get the key cards, you're going to have... Well, you'll see.
You're going to have to talk to some people.
Yeah, those look like elevators up
in
there,
the middle
right?
of this?
To the left.
Okay, so let's go destroy the intruders. All right.
You just walked around the thing and we're like, oh, hey, guys. Whoa, look at these guys.
Yeah, what are they, like wolfmen?
It's supposed to be super cool, like, cyber soldier suits. But they look like backup dancers from, like, an 80s...
Remember how...
pop show or something.
Towards the end of the last game, you were like, we're now in the era of games where you would have to be crazy to not think that this was awesome. I think we've reverted back. Oh, yeah.
Well, I was saying we were getting there. The problem is it's this first generation of 3D consoles is almost like a step back.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like...
Because in some ways it does feel like it's held together with shoestring.
Right.
And in others it feels like such an enormous leap forward that it's like unbelievable.
It definitely... It's like starting at the bottom of a new bar that can go so much higher.
Yeah, it's like starting on a new bar altogether. That's not even the same. Like, how would you even gauge this? Against what exactly?
You wouldn't, yeah.
You've never limboed like this before. Or pole jumped? What is the... Because you're raising the bar, right?
You've never high jumped like this before.
Right. The pole vault.
The pole vault, I guess, is the highest.
High jump could also work, too.
Because that also has a bar that you're clearing.
That's the same thing. A limbo would be... The bar being low would be
lower,
good, but that's not the world we live in.
No, so it's not limbo.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, you know what?
Somersault.
I was there. I can say for sure that this came out and you weren't going like, nah, the graphics don't look good yet. You
I know.
you were
like,
going,
holy shit.
God.
What's this? I received the key item, keycard 60.
I bet you can get on the elevator now.
Whoa, we've got an outdoor glass elevator on the side of the fucking... So we step onto one of those, like, cylindrical glass elevators that's on the outside of a building.
This is, like, straight up pulled from True Lies.
Right.
Like, the real elevator is at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel right here in Los Angeles.
The Bonaventure?
The Bonaventure.
Wait, is it Bone Adventure, or is it...
It's B-O-N, Bonaventure.
Bonaventure?
It's French, but I mean, it's
Bonaventure.
Bonaventure. But, like, anyway...
Imagine that elevator, and you'll have it clear in your mind.
I don't know why I had to get so specific with that.
Because that's the right
knew
place.
The reference, and I wanted to say it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so this took us...
Oh, so we gotta go to 60, I think, is the highest we can go.
I think we gotta go to 69.
I think we gotta get all the way up, but for now, we can only make it
to floor 60. This will become clear, but it's indicating you're going to have to go to each of the floors in the 60s. 61, 2, 3, and 4, all the way up to 9.
Right.
Where each one of them is going to have a puzzle.
Yeah, and I can't remember. I think, like, one key card will be good for 3 floors, and then one, but, like,
but every floor has a stoppage.
You're going to have to continually get key cards to get to the next floor.
And then we get the key card for 61.
This is pretty epic.
This is the real thing. Don't let your guard down. I hope Eris is alright.
Yeah, me too.
So now we go to a pre-rendered cutscene of a security officer in front of a bunch of screens falling asleep as we're traversing the tower.
Right, and then we, like, zoom into one of the TVs, and that's where we are. It's totally like they were watching a movie going like, oh, that's tight, write that down.
Yeah,
like, we should do that.
Put it in the game. But this is one of those, like, halfway pre-rendered cutscenes.
Right, so it's like a marionette is dozing off in front of a bunch of security screens.
God, I love these pre-rendered cutscenes where they still don't use the real models. They still look like Legos.
Exactly.
It's like the graphics are better, but it still looks fucking terrible.
Exactly. So now we're on floor 60.
Oh, that's nice. Look at that numbering.
Can we go around?
Yeah, maybe, I bet you can avoid people.
Because we're taking the quiet route.
Oh, yeah. And look, you can tell what way they're walking and shit. So
yeah. Which way they're looking. Oh, shit. Look at that. All them guards is running around. It's our first event in the Shinra building.
And as a man of stealth, you should love this one, right?
Yes. As a man of stealth, I should. Cloud, you go on ahead and signal us when it's safe to come. Yeah, we're gonna have to, like, do one of those things where it's like, he's not looking, hurry, you cross and stand behind this pillar.
It's stealth by way of Looney Tunes.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
They're gonna look in between the pillars, and we will have just stepped behind the statue, and then they'll move, and we'll,
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, man. Yeah, I can...
Oh, and they're, like, in front of... Do they turn them?
I think you gotta, like, hide behind the Oscar statues.
Right, okay.
So that you're behind one each time they turn. You know?
Right. Yeah, what is this room?
I don't know how we didn't describe this first, because what you're stealthing behind is like you're just in a room full of gold busts.
Like big life-size Oscar statues.
And it doesn't look like a room for displaying gold busts. It looks like some kind of industrial office space, and also, there are gold busts.
What is in the middle, in between these two rows of busts? Like vents? What am I looking at?
There's vents on the floor, and then in the middle, there's like some kind of information kiosk, maybe? I don't know.
Is this like a new lobby for this floor?
That's what's weird, is it has a lobby feel.
But it isn't.
It's not. It's almost like they set up a storage room to look like a lobby. I don't know how else to describe it.
I'm hidden right now? That's what's happening?
Yeah, it's...
Wow, this is remarkable. Wait for the soldiers to let down their guard, then push the O button to signal the others. Okay. I'm doing it.
Oh man, when you press O, Cloud like waves his hand.
Yeah.
I'll give it. This is pretty tense, I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, but I'm watching you going, oh my god, he's making it.
I know, my palms are sweaty. I'm gonna clean off this controller before I hand it back.
I've started thinking about keeping like a bucket of gymnast chalk next to my chair at home when I'm playing Destiny.
That's a great idea.
Just because I'm constantly going like, fuck, these controllers are like fish.
Right.
Once they get a little bit wet, they're just like all over the place. That's what
oh shit, I fucked up.
No, you're good, you're good.
Okay.
That's what they say about fish.
What do they say about fish?
When they get wet, then they get all over the place, you know? It's too much to handle when they're wet.
Oh! I was at the last Oscar statue.
Yeah,
Like,
you were about to just clear this without even a second try.
I'm a stealth man at heart, and it was really coming through.
And I think what it was you tasted that victory and you let your guard down, and I don't think you recovered after that.
No, I keep trying this over and over again.
Patience disappeared in an instant.
I don't make it even halfway again. I was so close. It was going to be so awesome. Man, they barely caught me.
We're definitely at some point going to have to address like how attractive I found every female character in this game when I was a kid.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
so
how could you
in your fucking face?
not? Yeah, I know, I get it. I get it.
But I definitely was always like, I think Tifa's more attractive, but like I like Eris more because I know I should. You know, like I know my mom would like Eris more.
You marry
But
Eris.
Tifa was kind of scary, you know, to me. I'm like, oh no, she punch.
She's like intimidating.
Yeah. She had street smarts. That was a thing that I wasn't allowed to even go near when I was a kid, was street smarts. You don't want that kind of smart. Oh, god damn it.
What
For
the
real?
hell
We
are
gotta
you
do it
doing?
again?
We gotta do it again?
Yeah, you beat the guards.
Yeah.
But then it's like they just threw you back in the starting room and kept patrolling.
Right. That's the crazy thing. If they didn't have a fight when you get caught and just like started you over, that would be one thing. But they have you fight the guard.
Yeah. Give us a break.
Of course we have to do it again. I really thought they were just going to let you fight them and be done.
Right?
Oh my god.
Yeah, they didn't design her for your 13-year-old self to not find Tifa attractive.
I know.
I mean, this first
Oh
person-
shit, my cheese crisps.
Yeah.
Okay.
So while Ryan checks on his cheese crisps, I get back to my stealth game.
Mm-hmm.
Shit!
Notice that you were starting again, I was like, oh, he's getting reckless. He's impatient.
Shit.
I was like, he might be doing this many times.
Shit. Shit! I went too far. Fuck, god damn it.
Now we're playing Final Fantasy. No.
Haley, back up.
Feel free to have some of this cheese crisp.
You mean quesadilla?
Well, whenever I cook it in the oven, I call it cheese crisp.
Oh, okay.
The same.
Alright, you fucks. You fast fucks. Why don't you be as lazy as your friends on the left?
I hope there were people at Nintendo playing this going like,
Come on! God damn it! You do it. Let me have some cheese crisp. Fuck.
they were playing this at Nintendo going like, they left us to make this?
Nice and warm and crispy.
The cheese doesn't hurt either.
Alright. So I've failed enough times that they're like, alright, go on.
Which kind of makes it even more insulting. Like, it should be you get one shot to do it right. And if
Right.
you do it right, you get an item. And if you don't, then that's it. You know?
Well, and it should come to a point where it's like, do you want to skip this part, or do you want to keep banging your head against the wall because you have some weird idea that you're a stealth man and you can do it?
yeah.
I would have picked
You would have
bang my head against the wall
yeah.
over and over again, without a doubt.
They should have given you that option.
Right.
To just smash your head into the wall over and over again.
Give me the option to hate the game and quit and be like, no, fuck this game. I hate Final Fantasy VII. Goodbye.
Give the determined kids a choice, you know?
I think you can just go on now. I think they're gonna give up on you.
Oh no! I should have known it turned out like this. We can't stop. We didn't build it like that.
You beat all the guards.
Bummer. I wanted to do it. Eating that cheese crisp, I guess, made us hungry.
Yeah, one thing that keeps happening throughout this week is we buy groceries and then we forget to start making dinner until like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah, and we're like starving and something is going to take like an hour and a half and we're like, shit. But I'm getting like some steaks ready and
Yeah,
we're going to
luckily
bake a
it's
potato.
nice and quick to bake a potato, right?
Yeah. I'm just going to put salt and pepper on this.
That sounds great. How do you bake a potato? That sounds really stupid, but...
You just turn the oven on and then you leave it in there for a good while.
How hot?
I think 350, and I left it in there. I used to leave it in there for like close to an hour.
Maybe a couple
I
potatoes.
think you poke some holes in it with a fork. You can put some
That sounds right.
oil and salt and pepper, on it. I shouldn't start the steak. The steak's gonna cook in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, let's wait, yeah. I was like, it was hitting me, and I was like, we need to
Start
have a
figuring it
plan,
out,
or
yeah.
else it's like...
Otherwise, it's gonna start getting past plan making ability time. Alright, I should have known it'd turn out like this. Now we can really take our time. We can even run where the guards were.
61.
I like the angles on this. Floor 61 is a sky lobby of some kind?
Yeah, it's another plaza. This to me looks like the mid-level executive lounge.
Yeah.
Like you probably eat your lunch here.
Right, yeah.
You come here after the gym, whatever.
There's a bunch of plants around and a big tree in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And this is making me wonder, how many trees do you need in a room for it to be called an arboretum? Like, where does that line cross into arboretum?
Huh.
Like, if I have a room, my living room is filled with trees.
I know. I'm trying to figure
Does
out.
that count?
Because are there outdoor arboretums too?
Oh my god, there can't be, right? Like, is that would just be a forest.
I mean, but it's like a garden forest.
Right? But that's inside, right?
Often. God,
When
well,
it's,
well,
well, I think
now
when it's
we
outside, it's like a glass. It's like in a botanical gardens, you might go into like what looks like a greenhouse and it's an arboretum, right?
But we can definitely say this is a plaza, but it might also be an arboretum.
The new questions that we're asking this season.
It has a tree, a full tree.
Like a full-on oak tree.
There's a Zanku chicken that has a tree inside of it in Burbank.
Really?
Is that an arboretum?
It's a chicken house. I don't know. Thought I heard a ruckus downstairs a minute ago. Do you know what the hell that was all about? No idea, but no need to worry because everything above the 60th floor is safe.
Let's show him he's wrong.
Yeah. These people walking around, are they just people or are they...
I feel like they're guards, right? Like the way they're fucking looking.
Right?
And going back in a pattern, but then, again, that's how people just act, right? I don't
Right,
know.
that's how people act. This is the lounge floor. Above us are the special floors for the bigwigs in the company. Alright, well, let's just
I guess
continue
let's just
on.
keep going up,
Yeah, it was just like a fun floor. I can't even get out on 62. It's like a library.
Huh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I hate what I do here because there's like a stairway that will allow you to go all the way up within it. The key card that you need to get out of this stairwell is back down on the 60th floor. And I'm just like, well, I guess I should continue up.
Right, so we're sort of like walking past our future troubles. as
Right.
We're seeing each floor.
And going, what's up at the top of this? And the top is locked.
I mean, I know there's a way into this floor somehow.
I guess I need the key card?
Yeah.
You think it's
Maybe
down
you
on
gotta go up
61?
before you come back down.
Gotta get up to get down.
I mean, we're moving slowly enough that if I knew, I would straight up tell you what to do.
Right.
66.
Okay.
Oh, look, they're all going to have a meeting.
Big conference table.
I think that's the president.
That looks like the president.
I mean, this is some cool shit.
Oh, this is great.
Due to the top-down view, be like you're looking at the...
What's fun about this is that we're climbing more stairs.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. They're getting so good at this stairs thing.
Yeah, and actually the climbing started before the stairs, down at the wall. We started
oh my God, you're right.
the bottom of this society. We're working our way up to the top.
That's true.
All right, now we get all the way up to 69. And then we got to turn it around, if you know what I mean.
Maybe I was wrong. Maybe we needed the key card before we came all the way up here.
Oh, God. Let me out.
I think we gotta go back to the lounge floor.
Let me out. I don't want to go all the way down to the lounge floor. It's far away. They could have not let you come up here.
At least there's no fights. I'm enjoying that.
I am very appreciative of that. Alright, we're back on 61.
Talk to that person.
Yeah. So we talked to the one person that we missed when walking around this floor the first time.
Yeah, this would have saved us a lot of trouble if we had just been thorough.
Say, you're cute. Let me teach you some things.
Yes, please.
Things? Wipe that stupid look off your face. I was only going to teach you how to get to the next floor. Why would somebody here teach me that? The higher-ups in the company use the floors above the 60th floor, but you can't get there without a keycard. Yeah, I know. Get a keycard, and you can use the elevators freely. Voila, you hear that sound and the door opens. I fucking get it. Like, I get how keycards are.
I know.
Give me one.
I do love that there's this guy in the lobby being like, hey, new guy, I know you're new here, but if you want your life to not suck, you gotta get your hands on one of these key cards.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, once you have one,
You can go up.
you can go up to the 69th floor.
There's different types of cards. Yeah, I get it.
65 only takes you to the 65th floor.
You don't say. It's a security system worthy of Shinra. After all the power in Midgar and the world, for that matter, is controlled by them. Gotta get back to work. I'm just here talking about how the keycard system works. I don't have any for you. And that's where we're leaving episode 4 right now.
Yeah, right now we're stuck as high but not high enough level Shinra employees.
Yeah, the next episode we'll immediately get this keycard and get this going.
Yeah, and then we can start working our way up.
Finally, we can start working our way up the Shinra building.
And then one day we'll shake hands with the president himself. But first, we're gonna have to solve some mazes and some library
Yeah, can we do that?
puzzles.
What was that Michael J. Fox movie from the 80s? The Secret of My Success, where we'll pull that move. We'll be cousins or something with the president, and then we're going to work our way up and end up sleeping with his wife or something. What happened in that movie?
Well,
it doesn't
first
matter.
he had to get his hands on a key card.
That was the first thing
step.
in the Michael J. Fox movie, The Secret of My Success. All right. Oh, are you ready to enter the live stream?
Take me to the universe of concepts and ideas and away from this physical oppressive realm, Jeff.
Let's go see if anybody sent us a message.
Oh man, strong visuals this time. Oh look, I think that's a young me and a young you, and they're walking down a trail.
Oh, should we follow them?
I think we should follow them into that mysterious cave.
Young me, where are you going?
Oh, and there's a message here in the cave.
Oh, they're pointing to the message. Oh, well, thank you, young us. The message reads, "Are you tired of trying to memorize important dates? Of wishing there was some way to communicate a message without speaking? Of wanting some way to express yourself artistically? Have we got the device for you? It's a pen. Sean Newton makes custom pens, which can be found at newtonpens.com. Oh, it's our old friend Sean Newton.
Yeah, he bought a billboard last season.
That's right. He makes pens.
Which is the perfect way to transmit your psychic thoughts onto paper for later viewing and psychic consumption by other people.
He's got a bunch of amazing-looking handmade fountain pens here. Things like the Bamboo Eastman.
I mean, you should have respect for the words you write. They are going to become other people's thoughts.
That's
so,
right.
I think it might be a worthy investment. Hit me with some more pens, Jeff. Describe some
Well, they've
pens
got
to
the
me.
Prospector, which is, oh my god, look at this thing. Like, how would you describe that?
Oh wow, it's got like a very angular cut to it. It's really nice.
These are extremely nice pens.
They look almost like magic wands.
Yeah, they're really beautiful. There's such like detailed artistry. Everybody go to newtonpens.com. That's NEWTON pens.com and check out what Sean Newton is making. And I see a little addendum here to the message. It says that there's a 15% discount for any in-stock pens to anybody who mentions the podcast in their purchase request.
Go to newtonpens.com and when you purchase a pen, mention the No Cat podcast.
Yeah, if you tell them about us, you get 15% off, and these are really, really nice. Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, let's take our wisdom back into the real world.
And we're back. If you're interested in a live stream message, they're $25 a piece. Just email nocatpodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. Mention live stream in the subject line.
Yeah.
And we'll make it happen. With that, let's end the show. Find us at nooonecannowabouthis.com and at nocatpodcast@gmail.com. That's NOCKAT. And on Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah.
Check out the Patreon at patreon.com/nocat if you want the video version. This episode had a bunch of visual stuff in it that would totally be worth going and checking out.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, this season I think the visual version will be an easier sell than the previous ones, because so much of the stuff
looks crazy.
It would take too much time to describe to even be worth going over. I'm sure you already feel like we're spending too much time describing it.
Yep.
But we're trying to keep it light.
Yeah. And with that, join us next week, and here's a little dessert just for you.
What form is the dessert in this week? Let's get a little visual. Is it like a pie, or is it some kind of tart, maybe?
Gelatin? I see a gelatin coming over here. Yeah.
Maybe molded into like some kind of animal.
That's exactly
filled,
what
maybe,
is
inside,
coming right now to your table.
With a pudding, maybe?
Yep. Ha 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 ha.